Did you do all of your taxes with ChatGPT, Shannon?
Well, it's a great headline. Before people freak out and call the IRS on me, I do have an accountant. He's awesome, and their assistants are great too. So, of course, I sent everything to them. But I did use ChatGPT for a lot of the prep work. And I'll tell you a couple of examples. As I have you may not be surprised, but I have income and expenses from, I couldn't name how many different places, right? All kinds of subscriptions, software, people, consultants, this, that. I mean, it's just like on and on and on and on. And the same on the income side. There's like, oh, here's this money from Stripe and from Poshmark and from eBay and from Kajabi and from all these different things and the podcast, all this stuff, right? So it always takes me a ton of time. But what I do during the year, as those invoices come in or receipts, that I try to put everything on one particular card, okay? Credit card. Some things I can't, but most things I can.
Yeah.
But I do, so I do that. And then I also, as it comes in, I sort into a specific folder in my mail. I know I'm not very good at this stuff. So I just, I use my Gmail account for these kinds of services so I don't get spammed in my regular account. Yeah. And ChatGPT taught me about this thing, and I don't know if you've ever used it. It's called Google Takeout. And it's at takeout.google.com, which I never knew about it. And it was because I said to my ChatGPT, I said, hey, I've got a whole year of that we're talking about 2024. I said, I got a whole year of just random emails with expenses, invoices, payments, subscription receipts, and I don't want to have to go through them all. And it said, great, go to takeout.google.com, get into your account, find the mailbox, find the folder that you want or the label that you want, and export it for me. I said, great. I exported that mailbox. It said, upload it. I'll go through and just find all the stuff that have a 2024 date, and I'll create a spreadsheet for you. I said, great. That's awesome. I said, could you also categorize it? Absolutely. I will categorize it to the best of my ability, right? Because it's not going to get everyone wrong. No. But it knows what Zoom is. It knows what Canva is. It knows what Vistaprint does, right? You would hope. And so it did a pretty darn good job. I'd say about 82% accuracy on categorizing things that were expenses. I said, that's amazing. But it didn't get everything. But I also missed things. So I went to my credit card statement. I got the 2024 end of year wrap up. I uploaded that to ChatGPT and I said, make sure there's no duplicates, but I also want you to find what I could have missed. What looks like a business expense for you? And I want you to be very liberal about that. I said that. I want you to be a wide lens of what could be a business expense. Yeah, we'll
filter on the other side.
I'll filter. It created another spreadsheet for me, and I had to go, and I would say that one was probably about 77% accurate. I had to remove like a bunch of Amazon personal stuff.
Would it have been 77.2 or 77.4? Because
you can only go so granular, dude.
Okay.
So I had to do this, and I said, great. And then I have a bunch of 1099s. Right, I have a bunch of and my
K1s.
Wife has my wife K1s. My wife has W2s. We have all kinds of stuff, and so I said, "Hey, I'm going to upload all these here. I need you to organize this, put it in the right categories, get all ready." So it effectively created the documents that I needed to send to my accountant, right? And because these, I'd like to tell you that I enter all this stuff in like a QuickBooks type program.
Okay, yeah,
but I don't.
You
I
don't.
don't for me. It's not realistic that I'm going to do this all the time. I'm just not.
Right.
This is not who I am. So it really helped tremendously to get all the prep work done that I could send it. Yes, I caught some errors and I had to double check things and I had to go, okay, the total that I have in the spreadsheet that I manually added up, does that total match the one that ChatGPT did? And it showed me why sometimes it was some differences because the way I had things sorted on the spreadsheet, it's looking for patterns and it was missing a couple things. But I kind of walked through and I iterated to where I got very comfortable. And it was awesome. It's just another example of a way to use these amazing tools to save you time.
That's really smart.
Great.
Because it's the prep work where I always find I wind up sort of cutting it short. Right?
Yeah,
it's like, I'm exhausted.
And I miss
this
stuff.
This is enough. I'm sending it off.
Yep.
Whereas
I do the same thing.
I could do my version of it and maybe not quite get to the point of exhaustion, but get to that 50% mark where I've pulled it all together and then take that and ship it to ChatGPT and say, just like you did, say, hey, you go through this now. What did I miss? What do I have?
Yes. And then the final part
really
is you get it to your accountant and say, okay.
And then send it to my accountant.
And then they double or triple check it. And, I always joke to my accountant about decisions. I always say, is this a prison decision or a penalty decision?
Yes.
And you would imagine I'm comfortable with one of those if it's like, well, we think you qualify for this. If it gets declined or something, whatever, there may be some kind of penalty.
Yeah, they got to recapture something.
I'm looking at the cost analysis and trying to figure out, because I think it's your patriotic duty to pay the minimal amount of taxes.
I agree.
I believe I've paid more taxes than probably, I don't know, 82% of the people in the country. And so I feel like I've paid enough, and I want to pay everything I'm obligated to do. I want to pay, but I also want to take every single write-off and expense that I can. It's running my business, and this is just one more way that it's helped me. And it's the first year that I've done it, and I think it's worthwhile.
I love this. That's outstanding.
Cool. Given the GPT, your credit card statements is a game changer in general.
That's perhaps the most.
It will tell you stuff.
Meta lesson here.
The prompt, one of my favorite prompts is I upload the statement and I say, "What am I wasting my money on?" Dude, and I'm like, be harsh. Yeah, I'm looking for tough love here.
Yeah,
and it'll come back. It'll say, "Did you know you're spending $180 a month on streaming services? Did you know that you're?" I mean, it gets pretty granular, I love it. And it works great if you live your life with a credit card, which I do.
Same.
I run every dollar through a card. We pay them off every month.
Sure. But you get all the rewards. And
And I just, from a tracking standpoint, excuse me, I don't write checks if I don't have to.
Yeah.
And I need an assistant that can analyze the stuff for me. Works great.
Oh, yeah.